There is a power that can accelerate your spiritual awakening, and that power is solitude. Solitude is an essential element in any spiritual journey. It's in its quiet embrace that we hear the whispers of the divine, speaking in the language of our own heart. Paul Tillich, a 20th century philosopher and theologian, said, "Being alive means being in a body separated from all other bodies, and being separated means being alone." Yet, paradoxically, those who regularly embrace solitude find themselves not in the throes of loneliness, but in the rapture of oneness. This connection, this blissful union with all living beings, is one of the most powerful human experiences. Solitude offers a respite from the constant stimuli of the external world. However, embracing it can be a revolutionary act in a society that equates being alone with being lonely. Some seekers believe that solitude is isolation, keeping yourself physically distant from others, but it's so much more than that. In the sweetness of solitude, the noisiness of the world fades away. This is where the soul utters its most profound truths, revealing aspects of ourselves usually obscured by the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Solitude allows you to explore your inner depths. Once you unplug from civilizational craziness, you connect with the glittering diamond of awareness deep within. Like a lotus emerging from murky waters, you become clear about your life's purpose. But solitude isn't about escaping the world. Instead, it's about diving deeper into the essence of who we are beyond our roles and identities. Others are constantly trying to remake us in their own image because raging egos love to endlessly duplicate themselves like a particularly insidious cancer. If you don't believe me, take a moment right now and feel other people's energy gnawing away at your soul. If you're the least bit psychically sensitive, you'll experience it. Solitude inoculates us from these psychic assaults, like someone getting as far away as possible from city lights so they can see the Milky Way in all its glory. It gives us the chance to find out who we truly are without the intrusiveness of other people's energy. Whether we realize it or not, we're constantly giving our power away to others. Relationships like these drain us of our life force, leaving us empty and depleted. We can begin to take some of that energy back during our alone time. And once we get it back, we can use it to forge a new identity, one that's closer to who we truly are. The tragedy is that so many people aren't following their own narratives, but stories forced upon them by others who couldn't stand seeing people who dared to live their lives the way they want to. Solitude peels away the mind-deadening fog, the layers of misunderstanding that keep us mired in ignorance, a personal dark ages of sort. When you're alone, you have no choice but to confront your innermost thoughts and feelings. It can be a painful process, but it's incredibly liberating. You'll begin to understand yourself in a way you never have. While solitude is being alone without feeling lonely, loneliness is feeling disconnected from others. It can happen even when surrounded by others due to a lack of meaningful social connections and emotional support. When you immerse yourself in solitude, you follow in the footsteps of many others who trod this path before, like the hermit monks practicing solitude to deepen their relationship with the divine. Sufis achieve solitude through so-called khalwa, which translates to seclusion, where they seclude themselves to focus on prayer and meditation. They choose this path to intensify their relationship with God and achieve a state of spiritual purity. So many sages across different traditions have embraced solitude as an essential part of their spiritual journey. Siddhartha Gautama, also known as Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, sought solitude under the Bodhi tree, where he sat in meditation until he achieved enlightenment. In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad sought solitude in the cave of Hira, where he received his first divine revelation via the archangel Gabriel. Ramana Maharishi, a 20th century Indian spiritual luminary, spent years at the sacred mountain of Arunachala without the benefit of human company. If you're a spiritual seeker, solitude is an opportunity to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and listen to the whispers of your soul. While you can do that even when everything around you is a never-ending whirlwind of activity, you can hear the voice most clearly when you step away from all external distractions. View solitude not as a withdrawal from society, but as essential to our well-being as eating nutritious food or getting a good night's sleep. When the outer world falls away, we can better connect with the glittering diamond of awareness at the center of our beings. It has so much to teach us if we only let it. Try to integrate more solitude into your life. Start by carving out brief moments in your daily routine dedicated solely to going within. It could be a quiet morning ritual, a solitary walk in nature, or a few minutes of reflective silence before bed. Gradually increase these moments as you become comfortable with the practice. As you work on incorporating solitude into your life, remember that it should complement social interaction, not replace it. It allows us to connect more fully with others because we come to those interactions with a clear, more grounded sense of self. We open ourselves to profound insights and a richer, more enlightened existence by embracing solitude. As you continue your spiritual journey, remember to set aside moments of solitude, allowing them to illuminate and guide your way forward. Now, imagine stepping into the vast expanse of a sun-drenched desert, the warmth of the golden sands under your feet. The vast open sky stretches into infinity. It's a shade of blue so deep, it's as if you're in a dream. You're here on an epic spiritual quest to immerse yourself in solitude for 40 days and 40 nights. You're doing this because you know it's a catalyst that can spark startling revelations and glorious epiphanies about the nature of time and space. And since you're an intrepid explorer of consciousness, you're ready to have your mind blown. As you descend into stillness, you hear the whispers of eternity all around you. Each new sunrise makes you realize the world has so much to tell you, that is, once you escape the prison of your intellect. The rhythmic patterns of the desert, the rise and fall of temperatures, the shifting sands, mirror the ebb and flow of your thoughts and emotions. As you explore the mysteries of this stark and unforgiving landscape, the desert's silence envelops you. The only sound you hear is the gentle murmuration of the wind. During your sojourn, you encounter the desert's inhabitants, a cactus with prickly tendrils reaching upward, a lone eagle soaring high into the heavens, a fleet-footed fox disappearing into the sanctity of the dunes. Every interaction shows you how gloriously interconnected the web of life is and that you're a part of it all. The desert becomes your teacher. Its all-encompassing silence more enlightening than any human pen book could ever hope to be. In its embrace, you learn the art of listening to the subtlest breeze, the softest footfall of a desert creature, the silent beat of your heart. The more you listen, the more wisdom flows unabated. The sun peeks over the horizon each day, casting a warm light over the dunes, painting the landscape in jaw-dropping shades of orange, crimson, and gold. You meditate for hours every day, feeling the sun's heat on your skin, its intensity balanced by the inner peace you discover within. The desert mirrors your internal landscape with its jaw-dropping beauty and incomprehensible vastness. Feelings and thoughts that you long ago pushed into the shadowy recesses of your psyche suddenly resurface. In the safety of the desert sanctuary, you confront them, learn from them, and let them go. As night descends, the desert transforms. Above you, the sky becomes a spectacular explosion of stars, a reminder of the endlessness of the cosmos. In this profound stillness, you connect to something greater than yourself, a sacred eternal presence. Your soul is at peace. Dear seeker, when was the last time you experienced this kind of solitude? If it's been a long time, this video should have inspired you to experience it again. And if you want more exhilarating deep dives into the nature of consciousness, check out all our channel offers. These explorations will help you discover the limitlessness of your own being and how intimately connected you are to the glorious web of existence.